A lot of men just want to find a good woman. And I know that there are women out there who want to find good men. But today we're going to go into some attributes, some qualities, only a few, of the type of women that good men are looking for. We're also going to talk about a few other things too. So, with that being said, let's get started. What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am Sean C. I am your host today. And today we have a number of things to talk about. Again, we're going to talk about some of the attributes that good men are looking for in women. But we're not going to just talk about that. We're also going to look at some things that will preclude a good man from getting a good woman, or even any woman, period. So I'm not going to go too much into intros right now. I want to start off today's video, today's live stream, with a video. Let's get to it.
How long you been together?
Kind of a long time. We met in college, but like 3 years total.
Three years, but we've known each other for 11 years.
Yeah.
So you were in the friend zone.
I was in the friend zone big time. I never thought I was going to come back, to be honest.
When did it click for you that you'd be just as attracted to him?
I mean, I think the attraction's always there, but if you're like prioritizing the friendship, it's a little bit different. Bruh. But I think after we graduated and then like moved to the same city. So that was a couple years ago. We were best friends in college and we'd always talk about like, we date other people. So we're always like super close about stuff like that. So.
But I mean, surely he was trying to get with you during that time. Why didn't you give him a shot back then?
I mean, obviously he's a very good-looking guy, but he was like one of my best friends, and you don't want to lose a friendship.
Not the cap.
You're at school, there's different things, and I think it's different when you're older and are in the same place and like same, I don't know, you're just like a bit more mature and like value the same thing.
Not the cap.
What's good, fellas?
So I wanted to start today's live stream with that clip. Now, I'm telling you today's topic, if you will, is men want good women, but. Right? So I wanted to start it off today. We're going to start off talking to the gents today. I have a few clips that I wanted to highlight for men out there, particularly men who are trying to be good men. And we're going to look at some of the flaws of good men before we look at qualities and attributes of good women. Because I believe, it is my firm belief, that you need to have yourself together in a certain way before you even qualify for quote unquote good women. But let me sit here and just say this. Thank you all for being here today in today's live stream. If you want to be a sponsor of tonight's video, any type of Cash App or Super Chat donation will get your name down here on the bottom of the stream. And tonight's first sponsor is R. Barton with a $50 Cash App. Now, that was from a couple days ago, but I wanted to make sure that I highlight the people that support this channel. Everything that you guys have given this channel really goes back into this channel. This channel only makes enough money pretty much to sustain itself at this point. We've had a really good month. I think today we just went over 19,000 subscribers. I anticipate at the rate that we're going, this channel will be at 20,000 subscribers in about a week, okay, or less. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel. One thing I promised you guys in 2024 is that we were going to try to make this channel better. And that includes me stepping up my editing, stepping up, the way I do things, right? Making the videos better. So I don't put out as many videos as I used to. I actually take more time to give you better quality. I hope you guys appreciate that. I do try to give you the message in the video, but I realize you're giving me your time. So this is an entertainment factor to this as well. And because of that, I hope you do subscribe to the channel. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, if you become a gent of this channel, I try to shout each and every one of you guys out. One day this channel is going to be so big that I'm not going to be able to go through all the shout outs like I used to. So right now, I appreciate it for the people that are loyal to this channel. So let me just see who's up in there right now. Shout out to XL Pro. He said, hit that like button. Shout out to Preston. He says, yo, Sean C, TSG, Big Bro, City Homie, and the Uncut Peeps. First of all, thank you, XL Pro, for telling everybody to hit the like button. Please do that right now. Thank you, Preston, for the intro. He said, just caught the video. All good, man. I'm glad you made it here. I'm running a little late today because just gave myself a haircut, so it's probably half-assed right now. Shout out to King. He said, salute, Preston and Sean. Thank you very much. Thank you, King, for being here. Salute to all. Steve, how you doing, brother? He said, he was trying to get with her. Don't call him Shirley. Yes, yes, yes. Look, we're about to get right into this. So I want to talk about this first clip real quick. I'm going to put the clip up on the screen next to me, okay? Let's bring it back to the beginning where they're looking all colorful and happy there. But I started off with this clip because how many of us have found ourselves in the friend zone with women? Let me do this side. I've done it. I've done it, you know? And let me say this. A lot of men say, hey, look, don't, you know, if she gonna keep in a friend zone, then just let her go. And we're gonna talk about that, okay? I hate to jump ahead of the message. But in this particular clip, this guy, Wade, was in the friend zone pretty much almost, known her for 11 years. So what, 8 years he was in the friend zone? You know, maybe a little bit longer. And I get it. People are different times, different places in their life. But in that video, she talked about them knowing each other's past and who they dated and all this stuff. I mean, doesn't mean that you can't get with a woman in that situation. But he wasn't the priority. He wasn't the priority. And listen, sometimes for some men, you got to take what you can get. I know that's, you know, I know I talk about anti-simping. I don't think he should have waited so long to be in a friend zone. But what I mean is some men can, you know, got to take what they can get. Some women got to take what they can get. Right? It's a fact of life. But the thing about it is, we can't confuse, the reason why I played this is we can't confuse being a simp with being a good man, right? We can't confuse being a simp or a good man. I think too many people conflate that. Oh, I'm a good man. But if you're simping at the same time, it's only going to be futile in your efforts to be with a good woman. It really is. Or you're going to have a woman who's going to wind up using your kindness. Using your kindness. The friend zone guarantees that a man will basically lose the respect of that woman. This man was in the friend zone for a very long time, right? Very long time. He wanted her the whole time. It'd be different if he said, this person still has a useful place in my life, but I realize that place is not us dating. As men, we need to make calculated decisions on who we're going to allow to be in our lives. We have to make calculated decision who we hang out with. And that's not just women. That's our boys. That's certain members of our family. That's people that's going to hold a man back from one of the most important things that a man can do. And that thing is being on his purpose, which I talk about all the time on this channel, right? So I wanted to start off with that clip. Let's get to the next clip real quick. Now we're going to hear some words from a woman about when a man should let a woman go. I'm gonna get to the comments here in a little bit. Let me get through a couple of these video clips first so we can get to the main topic.
Oh, for real, like for real, fellas. Listen, if she can't buy you a meal, let her go. If she ain't ask how your day was, let her go. If she ain't even ask if you ate, let her go. Cause listen, if we fucks with you, we gonna ask you. We gonna make sure y'all ate. Damn.
Listen, I couldn't agree more with that woman. Okay. Men typically who don't feel they have better options, or it's been a long time since they maybe been with someone, men will find a woman that they like and they'll refuse to let them go because they feel like they won't be able to find anybody else. And let's keep it a buck here, because that's what we do on TSG Uncut. Let's keep it a buck. As much as you got a bunch of men who are going their own way, that's not what most men's first choice would be. Okay? Any man who is serious about finding somebody for themselves, that's not men's first choices. There's over half of the gents on this channel on one of my polls said, look, if there was a potential of finding the right woman, they would consider a long-term relationship and or leading to marriage, okay? Well, you all know how I feel about marriage, but if marriage was a viable thing and you knew 100% that that woman was going to be down with you and she wasn't going to leave, she was going to stick it out with you, a man that makes the decision to get married is going to say, more than half of y'all said yes. So men get lonely. But if a man refuses to let a woman go, who can't even do is something simple to ask you if you want something to eat, right? My girl the other day brought me something to eat. She knew I was over here working. I hadn't eaten. She dropped it off, gave me a quick hug and kiss, and was out. You know how appreciative I am of that? To have somebody that thought enough of me to say, I know you working, right? I know you over there working. So let me drop you off some food. What you want? Like, that's crazy that dudes will put up with women who won't even think enough to ask how their day is. And I am not going to get too deep on this because my next video is going to get a little bit deeper into one of the biggest times, one of the biggest indicators that that woman don't want you. All right. I hope this next video clip helps somebody. I'm telling you right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more clip to play before that clip. I want you to hear this piece of advice first, and then I'm going to show you not a scenario based, but a man talking to a woman. We'll get to that clip, but I'm going to play this intermediary clip here in a second. I'm going to play this one. I'm going to take some comments, and then we're going to get to the clip I really want y'all to see, okay?
She's going to beg and say, please forgive me, please forgive me. But the reality is, we don't want the man that forgives us. We really don't. We want the man that says, you had your chance. It's been a pleasure. I wish you the best. Because that's the man we respect.
I'm going to leave her up on the screen so I can make this point real quick. Right? If you are not willing to set boundaries with a woman, that woman is not going to respect you. She's not going to respect you. Some of these women out here, as you guys have seen on this channel, will fully take advantage of a situation like that. They will fully take advantage of a man who gives them everything. Some women will just let the dude go because he don't have a spine. He don't make her liver quiver. He don't make her heart pitter patter. That woman is just like, no, I'm gonna let him go. He ain't for me. But then there are women out here today who have multiple dudes. I've showed you guys on this channel that women are sporting multiple dudes. Hell, women are even looking for married dudes because they know that they can have a time with that dude and then they can go off and continue to be an independent woman, hot girl, summer type girl. It's a commitment without a commitment. That dude, she know what he doing. She can still do what she want and look for better at the same time. So women today, some of these modern women today, not all women, modern women today don't mind having multiple relationships. You guys see it on all the other podcasts, all the other quote unquote manosphere, quote unquote red pill channels. You guys see it when y'all watch the videos that some of these women out here are out here bad. I've showed you on this channel. Okay. Everything I do ties together. A woman who won't follow or respect those boundaries, I'm just going to let you know, she is not the woman for you. Okay? If a woman cannot respect a man's boundaries, let her go. She is not the one. No woman wants a pushover of a man. She doesn't. Now, this is not to say you got to go all Ike and Tina. You got to go all Ike and Tina on her. Bruh. Okay? This is not to say you got to go all Ike and Tina on that woman. Right? But if she don't respect your boundaries as a man, she's going to walk all over you. She's going to use you. Okay? She's going to use you, and she's going to look for the next Chad, Pookie, Ray Ray, or Tyrone.
She belongs to the streets.
Okay? She's going to look for that. She is going to look for that. That's why, as I say on this channel all the time, that men need to be on their purpose. You need to know who you are as a man. You just do. This is why I say on this channel about doing the work. You know, people want to say, like, I've heard people say, like, oh, these dudes want to say all this and it's all cliche now, but, you know, you shouldn't have to do all that, blah, blah, blah. If you ever hear any content creator say that as a man that you don't have work to do, don't listen to that content creator. Even Kevin Samuels, which I showed in the Kevin Samuels video, which today I'm going to cover two types of videos towards the end. After we get done with the main subject, I'm going to cover two types of videos today, three types of videos today, kind of highlighting some of the best videos from the last week, week and a half, 2 weeks. Okay, just so we can have a conversation about it, about the videos that you guys have watched on this channel. So there's a lot to pack in here today, but we got to talk about it. All right. Let's get to the clip that I want to show you guys. Oh, before I get to the clip, let me get into here to some of these comments, man, because I want to make sure I holler at all my gents. Shout out to Tarak Duels, right? Or Turek Duels. Thank you very much for being here. He said, hello, TSG. I love your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope that you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you for becoming a gent. If you are, this is what we do every Wednesday. This is where we go through the same type of videos I talk about on a weekly basis, except that you have live access to me and I get to hear from you. I like to hear from what my gents got to say. This channel, this live stream, this weekly live stream is because of you guys, right? Been there, done that. Oh, talking about simping? Yeah, we all have. At least I think that's what you're talking about. Be not ashamed, for we have all simped. Terrence Pop. Be not ashamed, for we have all simped. Right, man. Listen. I think a lot of people get the wrong impression, or at least women do. Some women get the wrong impression of men that men just instantly want to be dogs, right? Most men, especially if they have a good mother, most men really want to try to do right by a woman. But it's something about that first, second, and third heartbreak, right? And especially when those heartbreaks come at various times in a man's life, right? Comes in high school, comes when he's in his early 20s, comes when he's in his late 20s, and hopefully that man isn't experiencing heartbreak in his 30s. But that heartbreak, if a man experiences heartbreak in his 30s, ooh, it's hard to get that man back from the dark side. You know what I mean? Even Luke Skywalker couldn't get that dude back from the dark side. It's not to say it's impossible. It's just to say that that man is going to be a lot more cautious in his 30s, especially if he's had multiple heartbreaks. Yes, don't ever become a friend zone. It sucks to be in anyone's friend zone. Absolutely, it does. King says all of the women that had me in the friend zone are all single mothers. Oh my God. You know what? I wish we had time to talk about that one more. I would love to unpack that one, especially in light of the single mothers video, man. Seriously. That woman will see that man as a play toy, ATM, Mr. Simp, dummy chiz. Shout out to Sarah. She says, like the video. Thank you so much, Sarah. Sarah, if you don't know, was in my recent video I put out about Kevin Samuels. Please go check out her channel called Keepers at Home. Check out Sarah's channel. Subscribe to that channel. I love her perspective. You know, Sarah is trying to help women see the value of being a good wife to a man, being a good mother, basically women taking on that feminine role in order to promulgate a better relationship with their men, with their families. I absolutely love it. Please support our channel so we can get our channel to grow, okay? Thank you, Sarah, for being here. I send women that had no time for me a few times. I send women that had no time for me something a few times a year. Vacation pics. Oh, bro. Hold on. Bruh. Oh, if y'all don't know, man, now I got a makeshift soundboard going on. So y'all gonna hear that throughout, right? Finally got the little gotcha, bitch. Right? Oh my God. I got a few of them, okay? Damn. All right. So so y'all gonna hear that from time to time. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Let's get those likes up. Hold up, let me set myself up. I feel like Kevin Samuels when trying to do this whole production thing. Jesus is tough. Where we at? All right. I'm gonna see where those likes at. Y'all get those likes up. Come on now. Help a brother out. All right, salute chat. What's going on, XL Pro? Everybody talking about it? Sing with me now. Press says the women leave the door open for thugs and no good men that break their hearts, but expect the same man to rescue her from their poor choices of pathetic decisions. Absolutely. I'm not going to delve too deep into that today because that's not today's topic. But yes, you're absolutely correct. Women today missed having crooners from the 80s and 90s. The only men in their lives, the only men in their lives is charging them $2,000 a month for rent. Oh my God, nice. Yeah, I look, when you know about them 80s and 90s, the crooners, my favorite singer is Brian McKnight. Me and my girl just went and saw the concert at the end of last month, actually on my daughter's birthday, my twins' birthday. And it was a great concert. That dude is a crooner. Love me some B. McKnight. Shout out to Brian McKnight. Shout out to Sarah. I enjoyed your appearance with TSG. Yeah, she did a great job We had a great conversation. I'm going to try to use some more of those clips when I can. Sorry about that. Salute, though. Oh, no, it's all good. All right, let's get to this next video. Let's get to this next video because this one here, all right, this next video here is it's a conversation in a library. So they're going to be whispering. You may have to turn your volume up just a tad, but you can read the words on the screen too. This is the epitome of men who think they love a woman. And I'm going to tell you why I said think they love a woman. But these men often find themselves being simps. This is that situation where all of us raised our hand up. You guys are going to be, if you've ever simped for a woman, and even some of the most hardcore dudes have simped for a woman at some point in their life. Listen to what he says and what he asks. This is the epitome of simping. And y'all know, simping is enemy number one on TSG UNCUT. Because I think if men stopped simping and held the line, just held the line, women lose that attention. Women lose that OnlyFans money. I don't know if you can say that on here, but whatever. You lose that OF money. It's because of these dudes. Check it out.
When should I give up on somebody?
When they're not interested in you.
What if they say they're interested in me?
Okay.
They tell me they love me,
Okay.
but they don't show it?
Then they don't love you and they're not interested in you.
You think so?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what people say. What matters is what they do.
What about like it's like showing nothing until it's about to end, and then they come in with the doing.
That means it was always nothing, and the doing is a manipulation.
Yeah.
So if their pattern is initially doing lots and then doing nothing, that's the reality of the pattern is that was a facade and this is the reality, is the nothing.
So how do I let go of that?
Well, you have to get out of your imagination and ground yourself in reality. Your mantra is, I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me.
Did y'all see that little part at the end? Gents, let me back that little part of the conversation up. Just bear with me here, okay? Please bear with me. Just listen to this last part and then watch his reaction.
Is that was a facade and this is the reality, is the nothing.
So how do I let go of that?
Do you see her pause? Do you see her pause? She was like, bruh. That pause was like, are you serious? All right, let's go.
Well, you have to get out of your imagination and ground yourself in reality. Your mantra is, I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me.
You saw that sigh? Did y'all see that sigh at the end? God dang, I'm hitting everything around here today. Gents, I played this clip and the other clips before it because if you want a good woman, you have to be a man that sets boundaries. Now, I'm going to make this point again because I don't think I made it clearly the first time, okay? All right? I want to make sure. I got notes here now today. I told you I've been preparing, man. I've been preparing, okay? I turned to the wrong side of my notes. I am so sorry. A lot of men are going to fall into this same simp trap that this dude did. The reason why I wanted to play these first clips, because I thought it was important to establish that you have to, no matter how desperate and lonely that you get, you have to set your standards, your boundaries. And that is impossible to do. It is impossible to set standards and boundaries as a man if you are not actively working on yourself and working towards something, your purpose. If you don't have something that's bigger than you to work on, then it's going to be so much easier for a woman to use the type of manipulation that this woman talked about and told him on that man. I'm not saying men that don't get derailed off of their purpose, even when they have somebody, right? Like there are a lot of men who were working towards something, wind up finding a woman and got derailed from their purpose. Can't allow that to happen either, okay? A woman who really loves you is going to understand when you set those boundaries, because she isn't going to derail you from the purpose that you should have as a man in the beginning laid out to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Before you even go forward with a woman, you have to lay out your purpose. You need her to know, hey, this is what I'm on. What are you on? And you need to know whether what she has in her head is going to coincide with the purpose that you have laid out for yourself. And here's the thing. If those two things don't line up, you as a man have to be able and willing to let that woman walk. You have to be able to let that woman go. You have to. Because even though you guys might be cool in the beginning, that's the beginning. You need a woman who can link up with you about the long term, because she will have a vested interest in what you are trying to establish. I'm sorry if this conversation is a little deep today, but I am really trying to establish the groundwork for being able to have a woman in your life that is going to tell you some of the things that the women in today's clips are going to say to you. All right? Now, my next clip. Well, before I get to the next clip, let's take a couple of these comments. Preston says that woman could be a simp killer on head meds. Okay, I'll head there now. Oh, talking about subscribing to Sarah's channel. Yeah, bruh. She said, dude is hallucinating. All right, got some thanks there. I'm going to show you guys a clip next. It's an older clip. And this had to be in some of the beginning stages of feminism with an F. And the reason why I say that is because the way the man was probing these questions, it was like things were just beginning to change. Okay? Though it might be a little bit older, but I just wanted to establish the groundwork of how women thought back in the day. Let's get to it. Okay.
Would you tell me, please, who is the boss of your house? I'm the boss. What do you think? You're his wife, are you?
Come on, speak up. What do you say?
I said, who is the boss? Who is the boss of
My
your...
husband.
What is your nationality? Greek. I'm Greek. Is it always that way in Greek households? The husband is the boss? Yes. Don't the women, the wives, have anything to say about it?
No.
All right. That woman had no problem following her husband. I don't know what happened to that relationship, but with that mentality, I'd like to think that there were the old people that ended up together. Okay? Those are the people that ended up together. All right. So I wanted to establish that clip first. Now, the next clip you guys have seen before. This is the Anthony Mackie video or clip, okay? And I wanted to play this because there's some really good points. A lot of women today want men to be able to provide, protect, right? Do for them. But yet a lot of these women don't give men what they need. It's all about the woman, right? And if a man is willing to stand up for you, to stop a man from hitting you in the face with an imaginary brick, okay? Shout out to Brick Girl, right? If a man is willing to stop at a brick for you, that man should at the least be able to have some of his basic needs taken care of. But a lot of women today don't want to do that. So let's look at this video clip.
If he wants a sandwich, you make daddy a sandwich. Most of the time.
No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you,
You punch him in the face.
you want me to smack him in his mouth, right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
So you make daddy a sandwich.
All right. So he brings up a good point. Men are expected to put their lives on the line for the women that are in their care, the women that some of them love. Okay. That woman is expecting that. That woman may even expect you to open the door. I've already told y'all on this channel that when me and my girl first got together, she used to try to go for the door. I was like, don't do that. And I chastised her enough to now she know you stand there until I get that door. All right. I'm old school like that. I'm a southern boy. I know the accent is damn near gone, but I'm a southern boy. Okay. I still open doors. I still do these things for my woman. For my woman. Okay. This is not something that I've ever changed. This is who I am fundamentally. That is one of the things that you get when you get with a guy like me is I am going to do those things. There are certain things that I don't do. And I make those things known in the beginning. I've told you guys a lot before in this channel. Whatever you establish in the beginning, you better be able to maintain. Because that woman is going to expect it. Because when you stop doing the things you do in the beginning, she's going to look at it later and say, see, he just dropped off. I do the things that I know are sustainable. I know in some women's eyes, I would not be the perfect boyfriend or companion or, with mate, whatever. Because there's just certain things that I can't sustain. There's certain things that I know as a man that I cannot do. But tell me, how is it that today, with all these expectations of modern women, how is it that women can't just simply make their man a damn sandwich?
Bruh.
Right? A sandwich. So I have another video clip for you that I want to show you guys. I want to show you a woman who was more interested in the man that she was with, having that man, that good man, than she was about what he could do for her. Okay, perfect example.
How much the ring cost, Mom?
About $150, $200.
And it lasts you 30 years of marriage?
Yep, and I love it.
How do you get there? You know these women be talking about they want $12,000 rings. What'd you think?
True love is you love the person, not the actual material of it.
Ooh, talk to him. Talk to him, then, Mom. Talk to him, Mom.
That woman right there has a $200-$300 ring, and she is okay with that. She's okay with the $200-$300 ring. because the ring is just a symbolization. Matter of fact, if you talk to one of my big bros, he'll tell you the whole diamond industry is a farce. Diamonds have no value. Yes, they're able to cut things and stuff like that, but it's just it's a thing that got propped up about 60, 70 years ago from these diamond jeweler families, making the value of diamonds go up because they started marketing it as something that women needed to have to be married. There's this movie I watch. It's one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, but it's one of my favorites. It's called The Count of Monte Cristo. And it was the Sam Caviezel version, right? The one that was done about 20-something years ago. Matter of fact, who's the dude that played Henry Cavill? He played Count Montego's son, or his alleged son. Now, the wife, her name was Mercedes. And when she knew the Count of Monte Cristo in the beginning, he had made a promise to her. He was saying, hey, I'm going to go on, I get to go on the Clarion, the ship the Clarion, and in 2 years, maybe I'll make more money and we can get married. And that woman, he was like, I'm sorry, I don't have a ring. And she literally ripped a little piece of fabric off of her dress and she wrapped it around her finger. She said, it'll never come off my finger. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, a lot of stuff go down. You know, before he came, the Count of Monte Cristo, he was Edward Dantes, and Edward Dantes got wrongfully accused of a crime by his best friend, got sent away to the Chateau d'If, where he spent like, I don't know, 20 years, 11, 10 years, I don't know. It was a long time. 19 years in the Chateau d'If, right? And eventually, he wound up coming across his ex Mercedes. And even though he was mad at her and he wanted revenge on her, even 19 years later, she still had that little piece of fabric wrapped around her finger. Even though she was married to another dude, she had that little piece of fabric. I'm sorry I went off on this long tangent about the Count of Monte Cristo. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. Amazing movie, amazing book, all right? But that loyalty, it had nothing to do with having a diamond ring on your finger. That had everything to do with just promising loyalty. And women today get that wrong, right? Women today get that wrong, which leads me into my next clip. But before we get there, I'm going to catch a couple of these comments. Where we at? Oh, y'all jumped on me, man. One thing I've learned, you will often lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money. Money is a concrete manifestation of purpose and a passkey to most other values. Steve, spot on. Damn. Oh, I'm still learning how to work this soundboard, so please bear with me. Are women really not making food anymore? This is insane to me. Sarah, it is even worse than women not making food anymore. A lot of these women today, a lot of the younger women today don't even know how to cook. Bruh. So, you know what I mean? They don't even know how to cook. A lot of these women only know how to boil packs of noodles.
Oh, hell no, man.
You know what I mean? That's all they got. You know, they only know how to make microwave meals. They don't know how to prepare a meal. That's where we're at today, Sarah. That's where we're at. You know what's funny? Every dude I know how to cook. Every dude in my friend circle know how to cook. How is that? Oh, man down that? No. The men I roll with know how to cook. And yet today they got women, go look it up online. Go look it up on TikTok. Just type in, women don't know how to cook. And look how many of those videos pop up. Women will tell on themselves and say that they can't cook. It's crazy to me. All right. Putting mayo in a sandwich ain't taking any risks. Make daddy a sandwich. Bruh. Right? Troutmouth heathens creeping in Stevens County. Oh my God. You making me read all that? Yeah, Preston. What about some Kraft cheese on that sandwich? Man, give me some cheese that can melt. Get rid of that government cheese. Bruh. That cheese that don't burn, man. Hit that like button. Yeah, please get those likes up. I appreciate everybody for being here today. Again, if you guys want to help out the channel, please consider a Cash App or a Super Chat donation. Everything you do helps the channel. Your name will go down here. Any Super Chats tonight, I'll call you out, read your comment, and I'll put you down here. Again, you guys sponsor this channel. You guys keep the proverbial lights on for this, okay? Steve says, if you want to know a diamond's value, go to a pawnbroker. Get a CD or MMC, maybe some gold or silver bullion, something that will appreciate over time. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Top of the evening at TSG Peace Chat. Check out my brother. Oh, thank you for being here. This is Speak Spanish Now. If you want to learn Spanish, especially some of you guys who may have seen my Passport Bro video, maybe you're looking to go to East Asia, or maybe you're looking at some Latin country, South America, or even down into Central and Mexico and Central Mexico, Central America. If you're looking for that, then you want to go to the channel Speak Spanish Now, where Brother O gonna tighten you up, help you to learn Spanish in an easy and fun way. And I know he's gonna take care of you over there. Thank you, Brother O, for being here. Speak Spanish Now. Salute to you, bro. Oh, he jumped on me. If anything, women kill loyalty. A lot of things kill loyalty today, man. But you seriously expect to get a six-figure man but can't cook Fritos? That's funny. That's awesome. Women today, once they secure squatters' rights, they're boycotting having relations. They have ratchet reality shows to watch. I ain't got no time for that. Nice. Buenas, hermano, at Preston Gordo. ¿Cómo te va esta noche? All right. It's going fine tonight. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for being here, okay? So, let's set up this next video clip. So, we just talked about in the chat about how modern women can't even cook meals, okay? Can't even cook. Yet they have a lot of expectations for men. The other thing they have too is they're quick to say that there's no men out there, which I disagree with. I even disagree with the statement saying that there's no good women out there, because that's not true either. But let's listen to this woman here in this next clip.
Where are the men that actually care about emotional connection? Bruh. Like, where are the men that actually want to build something with their person? Bruh. Like, where? Where are they? Because I don't understand. It's just like that's long gone. Emotional, spiritual, and mental connection is completely fucking gone, apparently. And all they really care about is physical attraction and gaining physical attention. So I don't know what kind of world we're living in, but honestly, if someone is not willing to connect on a mental, spiritual level, like, it's just not happening. I'm sorry. Apparently, that's being unrealistic nowadays. Bruh. Apparently.
Man, look. See, remember I told you, I always tell you guys all the time. I say when women like this speak, there's the truth and then there's the lie, okay? the truth may be that she may be finding it hard to find men that can do those things that she says. She may actually be struggling to find it. This is, I don't know if y'all remember my video from the Passport Bro video I did the other day. This woman was in there. This was the same woman that talked about she dated, other hand, she dated rich men and she dated broke men. This was that woman in that video if you didn't recognize her. Okay? If you didn't recognize, same woman. And now this woman is saying that dudes only are looking for relations. No, ma'am. The men that you look at, the men that you go for are the ones who are looking for relations. See, most of these type of women like her have this fantasy man in her head, right? And they overlook good men that are around them, or they overlook men who are those things that they ask for that are around them. Because usually those dudes, for a woman like this, they're in the friend zone. The exact same thing we talked about at the very beginning of today's live stream. All right? Okay, I already made that point. So I wanted to start off with her saying, the thing that I want you to get about this woman is that this woman, just like a lot of other modern women, are always thinking about what the man is going to do for them. Why can't a man be this way and that way? That's not to say women shouldn't have standards for men and things that they want from a man. But if a woman really wants a man, it's easy. Stop leading about what he can do for you. Lead with what you're going to do for that man. Now we're about to get into these women talking about what they provide for a man that's with them. Now we're about to get into that part of the video. So if you've just come in here, thank you for coming through. I am Sean C. of TSG Uncut. I am your host tonight. And tonight we're talking about good men want more women who think like this. And we're going to get into that starting with the next clips, the next few clips. All right? So please hit that like button if you haven't done it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Something else that I'm going to put out there, gentlemen, is you guys know that I have put out my first book. So I'm going to play my self-made quick ad for that book. That book is now on sale. The link is down in the description below. I'm going to play this ad so I can take a sip of my drink real quick and a little sip of my smoke. Check this out, and we're going to get directly into the next videos.
Are you ready for a life-changing experience? Introducing from the skinny kid to the sensational gent, an ebook that is a transformative guide that will empower you to unleash your full potential. In this book, you'll learn the secrets of successful transformation shared by me, a real-life sensational gent. With my over 20 years of leading and managing successful programs, learn to prioritize consistency over perfection, overcoming excuses, and build a balanced lifestyle that leads to sustained success. Don't miss out on the book that's changing lives. Click the link below in the description or the comments to embark on your transformative journey. Your best self is just a click away.
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you to tonight's sponsor, which is myself. No, check it out, man. A lot of people have bought that book. I dropped the price for summer, right? So that some of you guys can start working on your summer bodies and stuff like that. And even if you're not looking at it for health purposes, it's not just a fitness book. This book is a motivational book. I put personal stories in there about some of the things that I've dealt with, some of the struggles I had. I even talk about Mexico. Me and one of my good brothers, Jerome, who I grew up with, Rome there, just lost about 95 pounds, okay? And we were talking about it. We were talking about how the diet in America makes it really hard for people to lose weight, gain muscle, to basically be healthy enough to live a good lifestyle. One thing that Jerome said to me that stuck out on the phone yesterday was that when he lost that 95 pounds, he was over 300 pounds. For the first time ever, okay, ever, even when we were 14-year-old boys, okay? You know, we're talking over 30 years ago. This is the first time that I weigh more than Jerome. Jerome is in the 220s, I believe he said, and I am sitting here at 245. 245. Jerome is now 220-ish. My God, I've never weighed more than that man, ever. I wish I had a picture to show you guys. So please, the link is down in the description. I think the book is on sale now for $10. It will be throughout summer. It'll be $10, okay? And there's 4 product guides in the back that will help you, okay? Now, I told you guys I was going to get to this next clip. I jumped. We're going to get to this clip first. And there's something that this is for the ladies, okay? This is some advice for the ladies. Remember I told you all how I establish who I am in the beginning because I know it's what I can sustain? Women need to have this realistic talk as well. Check this out. About what to expect
if
from
nothing
men.
were to change about him right now, not a single thing changes, would you marry him? Would he be the one?
Wow.
Sit with that.
That's a really great question.
It helps you understand if you are in love with an idea and a potential or the actual person.
Now, why I placed that in here before we get to these other clips, the reason why I played these clips, that clip particularly, is for the women, okay? I played that clip for the women for this thing. Too many women have this ideal man in their head, okay? Women typically see what a man will be, what they want that man to become. They see where they want him to be at, not where that man actually is, not where the reality of who that man is. Women, whenever that man shows you who he is, are you willing to be with that version of that man for the rest of your life? And a lot of women will say no, because they see the idealistic vision of what they think he should be. All right? But when a man, it's not to say that that man doesn't have the potential to change. It doesn't mean that that man can't get better over time, because it happens all the time. Part of the reason why this narrative goes out that men do better financially when they're with women is because for some men, it's not that they won't aspire to more. It's just that now that they have a family, they have to keep up with the increasing cost of that family, which causes them to work to get better, to work to push in that job. But ladies, you will know if that man of potential is who he says he is or who he appears to be in one instant. And that instant is when that man is being tested, when that man is being tried. That's how you know who that man is. And gents, same thing goes for a woman. If there's a test in your relationship and she's starting to get flaky and she's not there for you, that woman has showed you exactly how she feels about you. Because a woman that loves you is going to stand there 10 toes deep and work with you, fight with you, be on your side, rub your head, stroke your back. Pause. I need that one. Pause. Bruh. Okay? She's going to do all those things for you. But ladies, you guys have this idealistic idea of a man But that man, when times get tough, if he's doubling down, you know, he's working, he's doing the best he can. That's the potential that you guys should look for. Not how much money he have in the now. No, how hard is that man willing to fight in the moment? How much does that man believe in what he's doing? This is the type of loyalty that we don't see for modern women today. Where we at? Wow, you guys wrote a lot. Lady, in your friend zone. Shout out to Steel Saint. Thank you for being here. Emotional connection, build something with your person, connect on a mental, spiritual level, equal word salad. Yes, because the only thing that matters, based just what I was telling y'all, is the actions of that person. Is that person just speaking words, or do their words line up with their actions? This goes for both men and women. Tonight is probably more of an educational live stream than I've ever done, right? This is not just about cheating or crapping on women, right? I also talked about how men got to get their stuff straight in the very beginning of this live stream. If you haven't seen it, go watch it later, okay? We're going to dive into the minutia of trying to create better relationships, or at least better ideals of the people that we want. Still saying that she put makeup on this morning and has the nerve to talk about spiritual connection. Uh-oh, still saying on one. All right. Steve Axiom. There are 3 parts to a woman's story: the truth that she's telling, the stuff she's leaving out, and the stuff she's making up from whole cloth. What up, Preston? All right. It's not the man's fault that you attract losers and men that only see you as a pump and dumps. The things she is talking about can't be measured. There is no way to know if you are satisfying her in all those areas. She herself does not even know. It's all nonsense. Oh, shout out DG18. Thank you for coming through, man. Always great to see you on these live streams. Concur. For any kind of success, a goal or desire must be specific, measurable, and realistic. Word salad is none of that. And exactly, again, actions, this old saying, actions speak louder than words, right? Nowadays, women only provide nothing but trauma, sighs, headaches, and drama heartache. Oh, you have to mute YouTube to fix that double speak on screen, TSG. What double speak on screen? What's going on? Do you hear? Oh, gotcha. My bad. I didn't know y'all heard that. My bad. Thank you for that. 95 pounds win. Jerome lost a teenager. Jerome lost a Backstreet Boy. Stroke your back and other things. Oh, man. Here we go, Steve. That woman stroking your back and sticking around when times get tough sounds good. But what happens too often is that when the man starts working more and she does not see him as much and gets caught with another man who is not killing himself to pay for a better life for the whole family. You know, Steel Saint and gents, I actually was going to put another clip in here, and I'm sorry now that I forgot it. Was a woman who said that I have a clip of a woman who said that she has a high value man, or a man at least who's taking care of all the bills, and she's stuck at home. But that dude is doing 12, 14, 16-hour shifts. And she said what I've said many times on this channel, that a lot of these women want these 6-figure guys, and it was like, yeah, we can get flued out, we can go here and go there. A man that's making that type of money don't have that type of freedom. They don't pay you 6 figures and oh, my job is easy. Like every now and then, a couple of these dudes or women might have this 6-figure job and their job is cake. But these businesses, these companies, these entities, these corporations pay people 6 figures because you're going to be working. You ain't going to be twerking. You're going to be working. Bruh. All right? Absolutely great point. Let's get to this next video clip.
You know what's funny? I've had females look down upon me for saying certain things, and I'm not trying to big myself up, but this is genuinely how I feel. If we're going on a date and you take me to a nice restaurant, I'm not going to order the lobster and steak.
Right.
I'm just not going to do
Yeah,
that. I just
yeah.
think it's inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And then if you take me to a nice restaurant, I personally always offer, because I know you're going to pay if you're the kind, you don't understand, but I'm going to always offer, hey, can I leave the tip?
Yeah,
I always
and
ask
something
that.
about that is so special to me.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of woman that I want to marry. And it's like, just even if I don't want you to do it, just offering it, it makes a man feel appreciated.
Yeah.
Yep. It does. Look, there are still dudes like myself who hold open doors and all this stuff like that, right? Walk his woman to her car, all these different things. There is nothing like a woman who at least is considerate enough to say, she may not offer to pay for the meal, but she'll say, you know what, let me get that tip though. You pay for all this food, let me get that tip. Right? You telling me that if a man spends $100, $150 on you, you can't drop a 30 spot? He done bought drinks, he done bought food, he done, gave you his time, just like you're giving him his your time, ladies, and you can't drop a 20, 30 spot on the tip? Come on now. Come on now. Think about that. Think about that for a second. These women, in one of the recent videos I did, the Passport Bro video I did the other day, the woman said that she expected a man that get with her to pay for her hair and nails. And you telling me a woman, if this man is let's just say the man is doing that. Y'all go out to dinner. You telling me you can't drop the tip? Baby, don't worry about it. I got the tip. Especially if he's taking care of your hair and nails. I mean, I'm not saying do that, gents. I'm saying these women are so delusional because they expect men to do all this stuff. And then most of them won't even be like this woman that said that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna at least leave the tip. I'm gonna help my man out. He done bought all this, spent all this money. I'm gonna leave the tip because I appreciate him.
Bruh.
So, I don't know what's going on with these women today. Seriously. Shout out to Lisa. Thank you for being here, baby. What's going on? Yes, when you're with a successful man, he will inevitably be busy a lot. That's part of the bargain. Absolutely. And Lisa, the thing about it is these women want this type of man. And I don't know if that's for you too, but he gonna be gone. He ain't sticking around. He not gonna give you all that time you think you are. And with some of these modern women today, they prefer that because they can still play around. They can still go out while he gone, 12, 13, 14 hours, and they can have another side dude who providing them even more. And that's sad. The loyalty that some of these women expect of these men that are six-figure earners, the top 10%, is not the same loyalty that they give. And it's just not right. Thank you, Lisa, for that comment. And thank you for being here. She can stow that virtue signaling. She still has to order something at the restaurant. And if she has her phone out or does not give him her undivided attention, she is still a selfish get. Yeah. Listen, there's a lot to that. The other part that I didn't say is that not only do some of these modern women expect you to pay for the hair, nails, get flued out, all this stuff, but they're saying it, right? The woman said, or some of these women will say, because, well, I'm giving you my time. So you need to pay for all that stuff. Is not that man's time valuable? And then, like Still Saints say, these women won't have nothing to say, have no real conversation, and will get on their phone, wasting that man's time. So he got to pay for your time while you waste his time. This is the type of woman that you do not get with. she does not respect you. Because the woman that respects you is going to be hanging on your every word. Okay? Now, another thing that we're seeing in today is we are seeing a lot of women who were like, well, you know, we're doing better than men, and men got to step their game up, and I need a man on my level or making more, or this, that, and the third. Those type of women aren't interested in finding a good man either. This is one situation. Well, just listen for yourself.
I make more than most of the men I date, but I love black men. So we make something work. But it's a conversation that we have to be very intentional, because not everybody is really comfortable with the fact that a woman out earns them. Some people are.
Wait, why do you date down?
To be completely honest, I know we've been having a lot of fun.
What the fuck?
That's not necessarily one of my priorities is. I'm gonna get the money. Whether you get it or I'm gonna get it, the money's gonna come. I'm not worried about that. Do I got somebody that I can rock with? And if I can rock with you and you making 20, I can rock with you. If I rock with you and you ain't got no car and you ride the mother trolley, shout out to the trolley. It's up, because at the end of the day, if you know, like I know, when you get to these positions, you just need somebody that's gonna have your back.
Right. That woman actually had a realistic take on making more money, right? You got all these women out here who got the college degrees, got the PhDs, right? Trying to throw that in your face, and we don't care about that crap. It don't benefit us. If your intelligence, I won't even say your college degree doesn't equate to intelligence. It just means you're a good student, okay? It just means you're a good student until you can prove something otherwise with that. But if you are a woman who is reaching these peaks, I'm not saying that you got to do what this woman do and be with somebody who only making 20. Because in those cases, you might find yourself unequally yoked. What you need when you get up to these levels as a woman is a man who is also hardworking. Even if that man doesn't make as much as you do. Is that man honest? Is that man caring? Is that man considerate? Is that man looking out for his woman? I don't care how much money you make, you should be looking out for that man. And you should be looking, it ain't just, these women want to buy all the nails and the hair and the lashes and the damn Freddy Krueger claws and all that stuff, right? And that's good. If you're a woman and you want to do that stuff, cool. We don't care about it, okay? We don't give a damn. Right? We don't care. But if you all not working together toward a common goal, not putting some of that money to the side for a rainy day, not looking toward future purpose, then what are you doing? You're just going to have all that money and you're going to end up alone, like a lot of these women with these PhDs do. All right? Crying on the internet. All right? Where are we? Most women are not cut out for this life. My man pays for everything, but that means he has high expectations for how I take care of the house. It is totally fair. Lisa, you are a gem, baby. You are a enigma wrapped in a riddle, okay? Because we don't hear that a lot from women. We do not. And listen, women don't understand how important their role is in doing that. A lot of women don't understand that if you do have the luxury of having a man that takes care of everything, you taking care of the home does not mean that you are a slave. It means that you are taking care of that man's mental well-being, his physiological well-being as well, because when he comes home, he know that you got that handled. He know that he got that laid down. He can leave. Men, we have to leave that stress at the doorstep. Ladies, if you are making a lot of money, you got to leave that crap at the doorstep. Because if you bring that into your peaceful domicile, it will no longer feel like home. And that's when you start to see people start to creep out, start to leak out. Because the peace and the things that they're not getting from home, they will look elsewhere. All right. Lisa says, I'm married though, but that's okay. That's okay, Lisa. That's exactly, you guys have your partnership. He understands that he's going to go out and he's going to the best of his ability, make money to take care of you and the family. If you have have a family, I don't know, but let's just assume. And then you make sure that place, that domicile is a home. Women have that loving touch to make the house a home. And that's where a man gains peace. See, I was in the military for 20 years. I would go out on submarines. So I would be gone for months at a time. That peace of mind, knowing when you come home that your home is taken care of, is a huge thing. And it causes physical discomfort to a man to come home or come home to a house that is not a home. Her degree cannot contribute to the education of her and her husband's offspring. It's a liability. Bruh. You're right. Now that's definitely a big lie. Women are the ones who actually spend more money than men do when the woman sucks you dry or your hard-earned money. Well, listen, I'm not going to get too deep in that because I don't want to open up that can of worms. But hopefully that woman is doing what she needs to do for the home. It's not to say that she can't do things for herself, but at the same time that, hopefully you got the man and the woman understand where they're trying to go, and they have sat down and talked about where they want to go and have established a budget for how they're going to get there. That's the smart thing to do. These modern women today do not have those expectations, or they do not know how to do that. And they don't know how to let a man lead them to do that. All right. Here's another clip of another woman talking about a situation that she would put herself in with her man.
Would you go into a relationship with a man that earns less than you?
Yeah, I would.
Why?
I would make him richer.
Wow.
Because there's difference, between a good wife and being a bad wife. Because if you always stress him, he will never make it. And if you always take his time and you don't care about his future, what he really wants to achieve, then you will never get a rich man.
Bruh. Man, look. I love this clip because she makes a great point. She makes a great point in you'll never get to where you're going to, if you guys aren't working together. If you're stressing that man, and everything I talked about in the last clip, making the house a home. If that man is stressed, he cannot work to his optimal level. He will not optimally be able to sustain that. You're going to make that man burn out. You're going to make that man's health deteriorate. And if you really care about your husband, your man, then you're not going to put him in a situation where he's going to stress out and burn out. You should be inspiring that man to be better, honestly. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to see this. I want you to see how considerate this woman was or is in this next video clip. And the other thing I want you guys to see, I want you to see his reaction. Like, this is how good men feel when this happens to them. Check this out.
Just got an email from my bank saying that my deposit was made today. I didn't make a deposit today, and half my home loan's gone.
Really?
What? What? I did not make that. What? Did someone accidentally put money into my home loan?
Accidentally.
Well, I didn't do this. Can you just hold up? Where the hell did that come from? What?
Hey.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. What?
It's me.
What?
I paid for it.
Why?
Because you deserve it. You do so much for me.
What?
All the time, every day, and
what?
Yeah.
How?
Hey.
How?
Hey.
What?
Hey, come here. You deserve it. Okay.
What?
I love you so much. No.
Dude, why did you do that?
Because I love you, babe.
No, that's too much, Kate.
No, it's not. It's not even enough.
Gents, what are your thoughts on that one? What are your thoughts on that video? That woman paid half of his home loan down. You know? I'm going to go to this comment first. Still saying she done lost respect because he acted like a female. I disagree. I think that any woman who is willing to see, we've gotten so jaded now that we can't even see that in this case, because he was emotional about it, that this woman is gonna leave. Now, still saying where I will agree with you at is with modern women today, they see you get emotional like this, then they might lose respect. Yes. But still saying, modern women don't be thinking about, okay, I got this money I done put to the side, and I'm gonna help my man out, I'm gonna help us out and pay down half this home loan. That's what you gotta understand. Any woman who would lose respect for her man because he was emotional in this situation ain't the type of woman that you need to be with in the first place.
Bruh.
And a lot of these modern women today only worried about themselves. They only worried about, getting their hair and nails done. They only worried about the trips. They only worried about living the lifestyle. Those type of women will absolutely look down on a man for showing emotion. But this woman paid, it had to be a lot of money to pay half of this dude's mortgage down. This woman is now financially invested in this man. There's a difference, still think. There's a difference. And where did the money come from? Does it matter? Well, I said, does it matter? Yeah, it matters.
Bruh.
Stop the cap. It absolutely does matter, still say. You're not wrong on that one, okay? Because if that money came from something like, only fools, if she, hey, babe, I got this money, I paid out half your mortgage, and I only had to sleep with 500 dudes in one night. That's not what today's video is about. What, part ownership? No, it's his mortgage. But now, if her name isn't on the mortgage, she's invested now. She is invested in this dude. I'm not trying to look at this in a cynical way. Today's video wasn't meant to be cynical. I'm cynical on a lot of other videos, okay? Today, I just want to look at these type of situations of women wanting to do for their men. I don't see anything wrong with that. That would be like, if she paid out half his mortgage, a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot. That's why he got emotional. Who does that? And that's a woman who loves her man. See, I think we've lost the fact that when a woman loves you, when a woman really loves a man, it ain't her looking for what he gonna do for her. She looks for what she can do for him. Because in the end, she is blessed by that man, the work and the sweat of that man's brow. And even she said, babes, you do so much for me. This is why this is not even enough. If I could do more, I would. Have we gotten so cynical that we can't look at this video and say, wow, you know what? this woman really loves this man to make this kind of gesture. Now, obviously, if she had to take 100 wieners to the face in order to make this happen, yeah, she had to do only fools to make it happen. You know what I mean? How we know this isn't a big brain play for her planned divorce? Women just don't give money up like that. See? Still saying, you're cynical now. I agree, a lot of women will not think this way, but the reason why, still saying that I'm even making today's video, is to open your mind up and open everyone's minds up, men and women, to the ideal of how true love, respect, forget love, true respect of that other person is. How women really show their love to men that they really care about. Not maybe this grand of a gesture, but to just put in your mind that, hey, at least that woman thinks about me enough that I don't even have to ask for a sandwich. Let me give you another scenario. My woman knows when I'm hungry. I am the classic hangry man when I am hungry. And she knows it. Matter of fact, she knows when I'm hangry. I noticed about her that she don't do a lot of talking during that period of time. She don't want to have a conversation with me when I'm hungry. But that's understanding each other. So she'll say, hey, let's get you something to eat. And in my head, I'm like, oh, she caught on. Oh, I am being a little ornery right now. But that's understanding who you're with. That's respect of a person, to understand who you're with and to look out for them. Okay? With me. So let's get to this next. Let's get to Lisa's comment. Lisa says, I think that was a super masculine thing to do. I'm sorry. If they are not married, that is insane. Understandable. Understandable. We don't know their situation. We don't. We don't know if they're married. We don't know if they're engaged. They've been in a long-term committed relationship. We just don't know. They live together. We don't know the scenario. Okay? You guys may be absolutely right. That woman thought in her mind that she was doing something great for her man. Masculine or not. And listen, this could backfire. It could backfire. It could be that now that she's invested so much money, she'll have certain expectations of that man. Right? The thing that like women used to complain about, oh, you paying all this stuff, so you think you can control me. That could happen. My goal isn't to be cynical in today's discussion. My argument to you guys today is that about people looking out for their other person. And I'm showing it from women looking out for the men that they love and care about, that they respect. That's the view I'm trying to give you guys today. I understand there's a need, there's a feeling of being cynical about it. I understand there's a need to feel that this was a power move. I get it. It's hard not to feel that way in today's society. But look where we're at. If this was done, if this would have happened 60 years ago, 70 years ago, will we be having this same discussion? Would we assume that this woman was being masculine or a power play? Or is she just helping out her man? You know, this is where we've gotten to. So let's fast forward to some of the arguments. Like now that we're talking about this cynicism, a lot of these modern women out here today, we know that they wouldn't do anything like the last video clip. They don't even want to go 50-50 on anything. So we're going to let Uncle Charlie over here roast on this next video clip and talk about how today 50-50 may be the way to go for a lot of these women, okay? Even though women are like, nah, I can't deal with that. A lot of these women today are cutting off their own blessings. Let me get to King real quick. Lisa, we are living in times where marriage isn't a thing. While coexisting in love does happen, as it should, marriage or not. Right. Listen, gents, you guys know this about me. King, I'll get to your next comment in a second. But gents, you know this about me. As cynical as I can be, as much as I get women that hate my videos, right? Because they take it personally. Instead of realizing if it don't apply, let it fly. I do want men to find meaningful relationships. I do want women to find meaningful relationships. We need that in today's society. So if I've given off the wrong impression about this channel, I apologize to y'all in advance. I just want men to choose better. Just like we ask women to choose better, I want men to choose better. Today's video is all about men working on themselves and choosing better. I don't understand how we have a disconnect here. Y'all know where I stand on this. Is it risky? Yes. But the man typically is already taking on all the risk and liability. Absolutely. But man, imagine if you will, if you could just find a woman, I'm not even talking about going to the extreme of paying half your mortgage, but I mean a woman who looks out for you. Y'all telling me y'all don't want that? If you don't, then what are you doing here? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to become the type of man that is ready for a woman who would do something like that, what are you doing here? We need to talk about these things because obviously we have all become cynical. And it's going to be because of videos like this.
When men were paying all the bills back in the days, right? It wasn't because they wanted to. It was because they had to. Bruh. They were the only ones that could work. Women couldn't work back then. Women didn't have rights, remember? So they had to stay at home with the kids. That's why the man was paying all the bills. It made sense. It's logic. But when you choose somebody that you say, hey, man, this is who I want to do life with, it ought to be a partnership. Bruh. It ought to be a partnership. For y'all that don't understand partnerships, everything is 50-50. Y'all acquire all the responsibilities financially. When it comes to the household chores, when it comes to the kids, everything y'all do together. Y'all share the same responsibility. That's how it should be. You hear these folks talking about, hey, a man should pay all the bills. Man, do you know what type of society we live in? Bruh. The majority of the men that get up and go work 40 plus hours a week cannot afford to pay all the bills and still have money to save so y'all can get in a better situation, so y'all can invest. They can't. Bruh. Inflation is too high. Fellas, any woman that'll sit there and watch you struggle to pay all the bills and don't help you, she don't give a fuck about you. Bruh. A real woman is not finna sit there and watch her man struggle. A real woman ain't finna sit there and really let a man take care of her, even if that's her husband. She want to go out and go get her own bread. You get what I'm saying? She wants her own. That's their young mentality. Everybody wants somebody to bring something to the table without them having to give nothing in return. Now it's 50-50. Bruh. It's 50-50. Y'all bust down all the responsibilities. That's how y'all get ahead. That's how y'all work together to build. It ought to be a partnership. Bruh. And if he is going out there working and paying all the bills, when he come home, he shouldn't have not one complaint. Bruh. House should be clean. Everything should be in order. That house should be a place of peace for him because he got to get up the next day and go get that bread all over again. And he need to wake up with a fresh mind. Bruh. If that's what the situation is, if he's paying all the bills, it ain't just you lay up and you just get to do whatever the fuck you want to do and everything's on him. Bruh. Now, if we're going to build together. We're going to build together. If you want me to do all the building by myself, when it's time for me to leave, because I'm not going to continue to build by myself and you just reap the benefits, I'm taking everything I built too. Bruh.
Wow. Listen, I would say the majority of what he said makes sense. Let's get the King's comment. Oh, it jumped on me. Come on, TSG. I want to see a woman taking care of her man, but it's been proven that a woman cannot and will not respect a man she has more money than. And I disagree with that. I disagree. I'm going to tell you why I disagree. Respectfully. Still saying. A real woman doesn't just lose respect for a man because she makes more money than he does. It's not true. A real woman will lose respect for a man that she feels that she can't learn from, that she can't gain from. I'm not talking about just money. This is why I talk about being on your purpose. This is why I talk about working on yourselves, gents. I talk about these things because if you are not the type of man to be able to be put in a leadership position of your home. See, he said 50-50 when it comes to doing everything. I contend, and I've always said this, there's no such thing as a 50-50 relationship. Bruh. There's no such thing as a 50-50 relationship. There's always going to be at least 40, 51, 49. Always, at least 51, 49. As Joe said, somebody's got to be on top, right? And this is not to like, oh, he got to rule over and stuff like that. That's not it. There's always going to be a time that somebody has to make a decision, even if they share interests together. There's going to come a time there's going to be 51-49. Somebody is going to have to just take the lead just a little bit. But, you know, like, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. My girl is an accountant, and she makes more money than I do. Have you asked her? Shit, she thinks the world of me. But why is that? Because I can speak her language. I can understand when she talks about her day at work. I've managed. When I got out of the military, I was in charge of 200 people. All right. I had to manage 200 people plus all the administration. And I had to know everything about all 200 of those people. That experience that I have in managing people, managing programs, the things I talked about in my ad, I've helped her be a better leader in her position. She's a leader in her company, her business. I help her all the time with the wealth of knowledge that I bring to the table. So you don't have to make more money. You just have to be a man that woman respects. See, we keep talking about love. Love don't pay them bills. Love don't keep things together. Many people loved each other and are divorced. I know. Okay. Many people have loved other people and ended up in divorce court. Love is not the issue. It's all about that respect. Does that woman look up to that man? And if you ask some of these boss chicks, even on the Fresh and Fits, even they acknowledge when Myron talks to them that they want a man that can teach them something. They want a man that they can learn from, that they look up to, that they respect. This has nothing to do with dominating a woman. This has everything to do with being the type of man that woman feels comfortable, safe around. So I disagree respectfully with your position. If nothing else, look out for my health. If a woman isn't investing in my health, her helping out financially is not happening. Right. Time, and I've always said this on this channel, King. Time and health are the two most valuable resources that we have. Without time, there's nothing else. Without health, you don't have time. They're more valuable than money. They are. Inspire each other to bring out your full potentials, uplift him, and she does the same thing for you. Absolutely. Now we're speaking. I'm not saying, this is not me talking about the modern woman. We're talking about idealistically what we should be looking for and expecting in a relationship. That's what we're talking about today. We're trying to calibrate our expectations. You're paying me back with interest. Love the improvement on the channel. Thank you, Preston. I'm trying to be better, man. I'm trying to have these deep dives sometimes. Shout out to Adam Kidd. Thank you for being here, Adam. I appreciate you. Some people burn themselves feeling the heat before they touch the flame. It's crazy that some repeatedly burn themselves throughout their life, always blaming the fire. That's a great analogy. I like to use the stove analogy of learning. I'm not going to get into it now, but it's pretty much some people have to keep touching the burner instead of learning, hey, it's hot, don't touch it. I agree. And that should, listen, a lot of men, let's talk about men for a second. A lot of men have become bitter and disillusioned at modern women today. I get it, gents. I don't think you should be bitter, but I get if you're disillusioned by modern women today. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on this, you wouldn't come to this channel. However, your past experiences should not make you bitter, because that goes into what King said about your health. That means that if you're allowing these modern women to get you frazzled, get underneath your skin, have you mad and angry, then they're affecting your health. They are winning. My goal is to get y'all cool as a cucumber, standing 10 toes deep on your principles, on your purpose, on your goals, on being the type of man that is ready to be a leader for his woman, for his family. I stand on that. Now, I'm being idealistic today. Not to say you don't have to deal with these women out there. Hence, the channel is about looking at and recognizing the behaviors so you can eliminate it, so you can get out, so you can, hey, this, bye, Felicia. Bruh. You got to be willing to do that because you're standing on principle. For all the years, the blood, the sweat, and the beers. Nice. Listen, the reason why I played that Uncle Charlie clip, was that there are a lot of women who are like, no, I can't go 50-50 yet, and still their situation is jacked up. Jacked up. They playing like they got it going on, but they don't. And the stats bear it out. Hell, in the state that I live in, every day on my phone, I'm getting new news clips, news articles about evictions here in this city and throughout the state, but definitely here in Las Vegas. Okay. They're coming on my phone daily. Now they're talking about the housing crisis here, how there's not enough homes here, why the prices have risen across America is for the same prices that they're rising here. Evictions in this city this is one of the top cities of evictions. And we need people here to work. We need people here to work. This entertainment industry, you need people working. There's too many businesses not to have people working. Okay? But it's still not enough. And these women who think they don't want to go 50-50, well, the stats show that lower income Black women are the most likely to be affected by these evictions. And this is some of the same women that you see who say, I don't need no man. I'm independent. Stop the cap. He got to have $100,000.
Stop the cap.
He got to have $100,000. He got to be a high value man.
Stop the cap.
And they're missing out on their blessings. Let's get to this next. Oh, let me catch Preston. Oh, I already read it. All right, cool. Let's get the next video clip.
So how would you cater to me?
If you were my husband,
When I'm your husband?
every way possible, there wouldn't be a second I wouldn't cater to you.
I'd be fast.
You would be. You could wake up at 3 in the morning and ask me to make you food, and I will get out of bed and I will make you food. There is nothing I wouldn't do because you are my partner and I am the woman. I wouldn't ask you to clean. I wouldn't ask you to cook. I wouldn't ask you for anything domesticated because that is my part as a woman, me personally, how I believe before anyone starts
Which would
sending.
mean my part would be for you.
To provide and protect.
I love
You
it.
provide, you look after the household, you make sure I'm safe always, you make sure the children are safe always, and I will make sure you don't have to worry about anything else.
Ironically, this is the same woman that was on a date with Fresh and Fit. But you know what? I still put this clip in here because regardless if you believe that she's sincere in what she's saying or not, is this not what we want to hear from? Is this not what we want to hear from women? Is this not the type of level of dedication that we want from our women? Again, get out of your cynical mind. We're trying to be idealistic today. I'm trying to, for anybody who watches this, I want to put in your head a standard, a level of expectation that you should go out in your dealings with. If this is what you want, if you want to hear women talk like this, who are with you, then you have to set the boundaries. Do you understand? This is why I layered these clips the exact way that I did. Establish who you are as a man, set your boundaries and your standards, and then hold every woman that you allow in your life to that standard. Obviously, we have to be realistic with our standards, both men and women. Ladies, looking at you, got to be realistic with your standards. Because some of the standards you guys have is unrealistic. It don't fly. That's why I put the Uncle Charlie clip in there. Right? But a lot of women don't understand what men want and need from them. They don't. Even though we tell them till we're blue in the face, they don't get it. Well, they get it. They just don't want to get it because it means that they don't get to be selfish in what they want. They don't get to be selfish. This is why a woman won't do something for a man, because she looks out for herself. But a woman who really respects her man, ain't even a question.
I think for men, the ability to be completely unapologetically themselves and have their needs predicted is something they can't do anywhere else in the world. What I mean by that is for women, my best friend, for example, she'll know when I'm feeling low and she might get me a chocolate. Or my other best friends, I know I can call her when I'm stressed, sad, whatever it is. I can outsource this ability to have my needs met and without saying a word, because women tend to be quite emotionally intelligent, and I have the ability to be myself, vulnerable, happy, sad, whatever it is. For men in the real world, they have to be a man. They have to wear a bit of a mask. So they have to look like they've got it put together. They have to look like they're in control. They have to look. So if they can go home where they can take the mask off and still be loved and appreciated, and appreciation for them isn't just a quick thank you. It's also like, I know you're tired. I know you're hungry. I know you need to get up early. So I'm putting the kids to bed. I'm just turning the volume off. I know you need to get to bed. That is a form of appreciation for them.
Now, I put that clip in there I told you, I think about all this stuff, right? The women that we've seen in the video clips, whether it's real or not, whether they mean it or not, this is a selfless act. And until modern women today become selfless, and not selfish, they're going to be by themselves. Men today ain't dealing with that crap. Men, this is why I'm putting this. This is why I put these clips out. This is not about money, ladies, if you're really looking for a man. If money is an issue for you as a woman, I'm not saying the man shouldn't have something going on for himself, some type of money. I'm not saying that. I don't believe that myself. I am saying if money is an issue, the way modern women speak about it, then the issue is not with that man. The issue is with you. Bruh. Okay? The issue is with you as a woman. Your inability to not be selfish is going to keep you single and alone. We know that more than half of these women, or almost half of these women, are going to be single and childless by 2030. More than ever. And this is like a whole swath of women. I'm talking about like from like 8 or something. Single and childless. A woman, there's something special about a woman who's willing to work with her man to achieve the goals that they both laid out and have set out for each other. A good woman like that makes a man want to aspire to be more. A good woman like that makes a man want to be better. Like a real man. It makes a real man want to aspire to more and be better. Especially if he's getting that respect at home. That love. Right? See what you guys got. Person says, you don't owe any apologies to people who can't even stand the truth. No, I'm always speak the truth, whether y'all want to hear it or not. It's better to be pissed off than pissed off. I piss on you. Drip, drip, drip. What's that song? Haters wanna hate, lovers wanna love. I don't really want none of the above. I want to know you. I found my happiness moving to Thailand in 2013. Shout out to you, Adam. Shout out to you, Adam. Shout out to you, Adam.
Oh my God.
I mainly moved for medical reasons. I consider the rest a blessing in my life. Good for you, man. I'm glad. I'm always happy for men and women that find true happiness. You know, and sometimes you got to do what you need to do in order to find it, man. Seriously. You know what? All of these compatible women in these videos have in common? Accents. They don't live here. Oh my God. Bruh.
Stop the cap.
Yo, my man King dropped that on me. These women all got accents. Oh my God.
Stop the cap.
Oh man. King, why you gonna do me like that, bro? Now he dropped real truth bombs. Oh my God. King, I don't even know how to answer to that one, bro. You got me. You stumped me on that one. That's pretty good. I don't really know what to say.
I'm not really.
So, look, I'm going to do something a little out of order. I have some more clips for you guys, okay? If you guys came through to hear about these women, the type of women that men should be looking for, okay? I wanted to just show you guys a glimpse of the behavior of women that really do care about you. Again, whether these clips are genuine or not, okay? I got to fight through your cynicism, but just hear me out. If you are doing what you should as a man, let's just say in conclusion, if you are doing what you should as a man, you're developing yourself into the man that you need to be, not want to be, but need to be. That means your foundation is strong. It means the wind won't blow over your house. It won't get washed away with the sand. The water, the ocean won't wash away the house on sand. If we are doing what we should as men, and we cannot garner the respect that we deserve as good men, real men, let that woman go. We need to establish our boundaries on what we will deal with and what we won't deal with. If not, these modern women today will walk and run all over us. And the second part of that is you need to be that type of man in order to be ready to deal with a good woman, a woman who is going to allow you to take the mask down, like that woman did when she paid half of that dude's mortgage. That dude was able to let his mask down because he felt comfortable to do so. How many of us men wish we had that? I am showing you guys the vision. I've showed you guys the attitudes and the behaviors to avoid. And I catch crap for it all the time in the comments by these women. Bruh. Right? But today I want to show both men and women what it looks like when a woman can look out for her man. And more women would probably get good men. If they're looking for good men, they would do well to listen to how these women are speaking about their situations. That's real. Be the captain of your ship. Find yourself a good first mate. I like that. This old sailor here likes that. They enjoy exploring new horizons. Then enjoy exploring new horizons together. He is, Adam, thank you so much, man. He is absolutely 1,000% correct. When you have a great vision for you and your woman, and then you're able to bring her, if you're able to show her that vision and then actually make it come to fruition through the hard work and actions of your hands, man, the respect you get from that woman, the respect that she looks at you when she see you making the things happen you say you're going to do, it's unbeatable. It's unbeatable. Love never pays the bills. All right, Preston. Now listen, I'm going to do the question of the day. And then the last part of this, I have some more video clips, but the last part of this is us going to briefly discuss the videos that I've put out recently that you all might want to discuss in this. So, I hope you guys stick around, whatever, but because we still have some more video clips. But the next clip we're going to go through, we're going to start off with a Kevin Samuels clip. But before we get there, I want to close out the last chapter of what we talked about. So I'm going to start with the question of the day. Question of the day. How would you feel if you found a woman who was feminine and respectful to you? What are you doing to be ready for a good man or woman, because I'm talking to women now today too, in your life? What are you doing to prepare for that person? Because it's not enough to say that we want it. What are we doing to be ready for the type of person in our life that we expect? Let me know down in the comments below if you're watching this pre-recorded, or let me know in the chat, gents. What are you doing? How would you feel if you did have a woman like that? Would you feel grateful? Would you be cynical? I want to hear from you. Okay. So let me cue up the next clip. So one of the videos, we'll get to the question of the day later. One of the videos that I put out this week was pretty much a shout out to Kevin Samuels. His birthday would have passed. And then we know we're coming up on the second anniversary of his untimely passing. Okay. There were a lot of comments. Most people were supportive of the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. Most people were supportive of him. And then there were women that just, wow. They still don't get it. All they know is the sound bites of Kevin Samuels. That's the only thing they know of him. So in this next clip, it's about a 2 minute and 40-second video. I'll stop it if I have to, but I've been letting these videos play out. Y'all can see that. But if I feel a need to stop, I'm going to stop. Because I want you guys, one of the comments that women had about Kevin Samuels in the Kevin Samuels video was the fact that he was harsh. I didn't like his tone. I want you to listen to his tone throughout this discussion, first of all, okay? There were a lot of conversations he had with women like this. And there were a lot of times where as long as the woman was respectful of him, didn't try to overtalk him, were willing to take the counsel that he was giving them and be realistic in their expectations, most of the time Kevin Samuels talked to them very calmly, okay? But a lot of women didn't want to take that truth bomb, right? Adam says, we only have so many heartbeats in life to create your own happiness. Create your happiness. Facts. Bruh. Don't waste them on making poor choices. I 100% agree, Adam, and I live my life exactly by this mantra, okay? Because 9 years ago, I was in a very bad car accident, and I shouldn't be here. But I appreciate every single day that I'm alive and I have a heartbeat going.
I'm not really sure if I handle rejection well or not, so I wanted to hear your opinion. Because usually when I'm rejected, the guy like still wants to be friends, but I'm not looking for friends, so I just completely cut them off.
What do you mean wants to be friends? Is this somebody you've been intimate with?
Yeah, usually.
You belong to the streets.
And then
you cross the path of intimacy, then they just want to be friends afterwards?
Yeah.
Are you sitting down? Bruh.
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
You might want to lay down. Basically, it's what's called pocket pussy. And that's what it's called. Mm-hmm. The street term is pocket pussy. You're going into the category of being called after 11 in the booty call section.
Oh my God!
There's no reason to become pocket pussy unless you just need somebody to do that with.
Bruh.
If you've already become intimate with somebody and it goes nowhere, the question is, why didn't it go anywhere?
Well, I think it depends on like the situation. Every situation is different.
Have you asked any of the guys?
No, because I usually
listen. If you're saying you go out with somebody, it gets to the point to where you're intimate, and then after that, he wants to go ahead and stop seeing you, put you to the side.
They still want to be friends. Like they still want to
be friends with benefits or friends.
Just like friends.
Yeah,
just friends without benefits.
I doubt very seriously that a guy that just slept with you generally just wants to be your friend. Men generally want to have sex. Men and women generally cannot be friends, especially somebody you've had sex with. What you don't know is you don't know. You haven't asked the question. Why are you? Listen, how old are you?
I'm 24.
All right. Why are you getting to the point of having sex with somebody without knowing what you're doing before sex?
Bruh.
It's only been one incident where this happened. It was a coworker, so it was kind of a messy situation, but I learned from my mistakes, so I'll never do that again. But it actually lasted for like 8 months, and then
okay, young lady, this is a relationship. Okay, I also told you you're gonna also need some therapy yourself.
Bruh.
I don't know why young folks resist going to talk to somebody, because if you make bad relationship choices and you keep your own counsel, your thought process got you in the position you're in the first place.
Bruh.
Right?
Yeah.
Tell me where in that conversation was Kevin rude to her. Now, he might have used some vulgar language, but that's how real people talk to you. Listen, in a few of the comments that I had on some of my most recent videos, I had women talk about Kevin and his tone. You guys all know my gents who have been here from day one. You guys know that I had a 20-year career in the military. Most people do not reach 20 years in military. They do not, okay? there were people that I did not like. There were people that would only yell. There were people that were bad leaders. There were people that I worked for that were my supervisors that I wanted to punch them in the face.
Bruh.
I mean, cold cocked ass. But here's the thing. There were a number of those leaders who, yeah, their tone wasn't good. Their delivery wasn't good. Hell, some of them even had some bad leadership qualities.
Bruh.
But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for the lessons that I learned from the people that were above me, I would not have been successful. And had I taken on more of those lessons from the people that were above me, I would have probably even had a better career.
Bruh.
That's the fact. You know, I probably, instead of retiring as a chief, I probably would have retired as a senior chief.
Bruh.
Okay? But I didn't. But I still, I know a lot of people that retired, got out, and they never made the rank of chief. Even some of the people that mentored me, that I looked up to. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this to say that too many people, both men and women, but predominantly women, were offended by Kevin Samuels' tone instead of listening to the message, listening to the truth that he was speaking. Was Kevin perfect? Hell no, he wasn't perfect. Nor do I agree with him necessarily on, the pushing of marriage. But I will say that I do agree that if you are a woman and you're looking to have kids with a man, then you should vet that man. Computer. Damn, Alexa is doing a damn weather update. Sorry about that. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, a lot of women didn't like Kevin because of his tone, but they missed the message. And a lot of the ones that didn't listen are some, them the ones probably still got issues. Okay? The big Shirleys, right? Let me do this for Big Shirley.
Oh my God.
So the reason why I chose that clip first is because I wanted to acknowledge the Kevin Samuels video. Now I'm going to play this next clip. It's a little bit longer as well, but Kevin Samuels identified with that young 24-year-old woman that she was making poor choices. She literally was putting herself in a friend zone, but that's not what it is for men, right? It's not a friend zone. It's a FWB, right? Friends with benefits. But these women out here claim that men are all bad. It's all the men's fault that I keep choosing bad people. And that's what Kevin Samuels was trying to get this young lady to realize. So in the very next clip, I don't know if y'all know what's going on with some of these women today, but it's bad. Their choices are piss poor. We know that. They're laying down with Pookie and Ray Ray and them. Okay? Pookie and Ray Ray and them.
Oh my God.
And Pookie and Ray Ray and them they're not requiring Pookie, Ray Ray and them to be better men, to hold them to higher standards. If anything, some of these women are laying down and spreading their legs to these men and then going to say that men, it's the man's fault. It's the man's fault. Let me catch these comments. We'll get to the next video. I learned to pick myself up, becoming my own hero in life. I like that. I'm my own hero too. Matter of fact, I'm my own hero too, okay? I'm my own hero too. Don't worry, they eventually brought this all on themselves, so let them suffer for it and try to fix it. King. Sometimes you have to be harsh, cutting deep to reach their soul. Absolutely. And that's what Kevin did. He even hit some of us. That's why in that Kevin Samuels video, that I put that section in there where Kevin was laying in on men. Because I wanted any women to watch. I was hoping that they would understand that Kevin had a message for both men and women to be better. And if you wasn't a man handling your business, Kevin let you know about it. Certainly did. Yes, it did. Did I miss something King said? Because I don't see it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he was savage on that. All right, check out this next video clip, you guys. Check this out. This is the type of men that modern women are picking today. Check this out.
So yesterday in my hometown, a young man got released from prison. He took a picture and it went viral. Last time I checked, it had like over 7K likes and like over 5K shares. And so as I'm looking at the comments and the shares, I see nothing but a bunch of women that's just throwing themselves at him. Hey, daddy, welcome home. You so handsome. And I know I'm good for some. And I got a cash app for you. I got Nike outfits for you. And oh my God, can I be your baby mama? This must be where all the real niggas are. They're in jail. And I'm just looking at this nonsense because I thought to myself, I'm pretty sure if this was a post of a man starting a business, you know, working with the youth, you know, getting his CDL, whatever the case is, he would have not went viral, you know, nothing like that. So women have a hard time accepting account.
Let's stop there. Uh-oh. Something's off with the sound right now. So did y'all hear what she just said? She literally just talked about a man was getting home from prison. And then he was on social media. I don't know if he's getting home from prison or he was still in prison. She'll get to that in a little bit. But let's just assume he was getting out of prison. Let's assume, matter of fact, nowadays we are hearing that these women are still even going for men that are in prison. They're writing prisoners. They thirsting over prisoners. This is happening. Okay? This is the thing that's happening. There are a lot of women out there today who, like, think about the Kendra G show. Perfect example, Sean. Thank God it came to my memory. Maybe y'all watched that Kendra G show where the dude was like, yeah, Kendra, I'm in prison. And she was like, prove it to me. And he showed her and everything, showed her the little window. And Kendra lost her mind. And so Kendra said, look, I'm going to have to tell you ladies not to go for this dude. But I know you guys will. That was literally what came out of Kendra G's mouth. And the truth of the matter is this exact same situation is exactly what's happening with this woman in the clip. Right? How does a woman think that a dude in prison is ever an option? Oh, I could change him. I could change him. That dude in prison gonna say whatever he got to say to secure a woman that's gonna fill up his commissary. Come on now. Bruh. Right? Anything he got to say in order to get his commissary filled up. Thank you for being here, Alexander. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Every day creates a new opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Absolutely. Everybody doing the shout outs. Let's get back to the video. Let's get back to this video because
accountability for where it literally stands.
Let me catch that last part she said right here.
Whatever the case is, he would have not went viral, you know, nothing like that. So
wait, the dude went viral talking about he getting out of prison. Do you hear this? And she said there was a lot of women in the chat. A lot of women made that man go viral.
Women have a hard time accepting accountability for where it literally stands.
Bruh.
It's no disrespect to the young man, but the question is, what exactly could he do for you guys when he's fresh home from jail? It's not like he has his car, his financial situation situated, a house. He's fresh home.
Let me stop it right there. This woman makes an excellent point. What is that dude who gonna get out of jail got for that woman? It's usually hard for men that get out of jail to find jobs. It's hard for them to secure the money they need unless they get back into the game again, right? What is that man gonna do for her? Yet and still, gents, think about this. He requires you to make 6 figures.
Stop the cap.
Ain't that some stuff, right? She requires you to make 6 figures, but a dude out of jail, she willing to let him take the car. She willing to take, get him some new clothes. She willing to take care. These women are willing to take care of Pookie Ray Ray and them, a dude in jail. I mean, straight Shawshanking it. Okay? And she wants you to make 6 figures. Come on, man.
Stop the cap.
But watching all of these women just throw themselves at this man, it's like because women love to be in competition with each other. It's more of a who can get them first. It's more of a I have some of that. It's more of it's like a validation thing. Whoever wants to get seen with them first, whoever can get them first. And that's what women do. Y'all fight for like this spot out of a million other women just to try to make yourselves feel like, oh, well, I'm the one that got him. Not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, I seen someone say that he had a girlfriend. So now that puts his girlfriend in a super uncomfortable situation because 7,000 other women cannot respect the fact that this is this girl's man. And then I even seen one girl say something like, oh, he's good as fuck. She might as well get used to it. And it's like, that's insane. Because then you got to ask yourself, does this man have what it takes to really back off 7,000 women? That's a lot of temptation.
So 7,000 women in the comments. Hold on one second. Thought I had to sneeze. Probably will come out soon. Oh my God. Oh, all right. 7,000 women in the comments talking about she got to look out and all this. This dude got a girlfriend, and these women are thirst trapping a dude that's about to get out of jail. Make it make sense. How is this men's fault, ladies? How is this men's fault that you guys keep choosing badly? That you guys want to lay down with thugs and felons? Felons and ass whoopers, as Kevin Samuels said in that video.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't even understand no more. Let me get to your comments real quick. Listen, I used to have deliveries inside a prison. There was a line of 8s and 9s waiting to get in for visits at 7 a.m.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, King. But I believe it. I believe it. Modern women will support a dude coming home from jail more than the college guy getting a degree. Man, if he ain't telling the truth right there, they will not get with the dude who they're with in college, right? They got their PhDs, right? I'm a PhD.
Bruh.
But they will quickly support a man that's getting out of prison. The dude that's in college is a lame. The dude in college ain't got no money yet. Right? All these excuses these women make for their poor decisions, and then they're going to put it on you. But they're going to require you to have 6 figures. They're going to require you to pay all of their bills. Think about that. I want y'all to just marinate on that. Plus, even if you do put in all of the effort to try to make the woman happy, she'll still stab you in the back and leave you after taking everything from you. Yeah, well, listen, I feel this way. I understand who I am as a man, so much so that I require any woman that's with me to show me what she's about. And the one thing I can promise that woman is I'm going to be consistent in my behavior. Okay? I will be consistent in my behavior as long as I'm getting from that woman what I need. Period. End of story. I can guarantee that because I am very consistent. I'm not, blown in the wind by my emotions and my feelings on certain subjects. Okay? Sadly, unicorns don't exist in the real world. I never say never. And I never say there isn't anything of something. There are unicorns out there. Doesn't mean you ain't found them, but the statistics say when you have, something like 8 billion plus people in the world, there's a unicorn out there. I hate to be cliche and say there's somebody for everybody. The reason they go after these kind of men is because they are attracted to men who are acclimated to using their masculine traits, controlling their environment, a primal desire they keep for alphas. I hear you still saying, and I'm inclined to agree. I will say that how messed up is it still saying that these women claim to be smarter or more educated than ever before, yet and still they succumb to their primal instincts with a man that is getting out of prison? Then you know what that says to me? That woman isn't intelligent. It says that to me that woman isn't discerning. It says to me that woman doesn't care about herself. It says to me that woman has no self-respect. And that in turn should be the type of women that we should avoid. They want the offspring, not a relationship. Yeah, it's sad, man. Congratulations. You seriously wonder why you played yourself. You must have had a glitch in there or something. Still saying, yep, it's a plot on a check. Yep. Let's get back to this woman's conversation.
So y'all put this man in this, compromised situation, and now his girlfriend that's been holding him down, waiting on her man to come home, now has to go up against a bunch of thirsty, pressed ass women who just finds it cute and funny and a thing to do. Let's just see who can fuck him, because that's pretty much all he can offer at this time is some dick. So it's like y'all would be the same 7,000 women that will go into the universe and swear that all men ain't shit once you get played. Stop the cap. Let's just say he accidentally get one of y'all pregnant and now he can't take care of the baby because he's not in the position to take care of the baby, and you'll be the same one screaming that he's a deadbeat and these men ain't shit. Do y'all not see that it's y'all? It's like women cannot see that it's y'all, but then y'all turn around and say something to a woman like me, like, oh, she's a pick me. Like y'all not on a post trying to get picked by a man that's fresh home out of jail. Over 7,000 women throwing themselves at a man fresh home from jail. Then you ought to turn around and say things like, oh, she thinks she's perfect. Who does she think she is? I don't think I'm perfect at all. I think I'm very self-aware. I'm aware that this man is fresh home from jail, and I'm aware that there's nothing that this man could do for me except give me some penis. And I'm also aware that there's nothing I can do with that. So sitting back watching these many women flock over a man that's fresh home from jail, and then y'all want to turn around and say all these niggas ain't shit. It ain't the niggas, man. It's y'all. You women, y'all not shit. Accountability and self-awareness is gonna forever whoop a lot of y'all ass. Y'all need to get it together. That's not cute.
Man, she put her foot in that one, didn't she? Old girl put her foot in that one. She said everything that we say on these type of channels. But women are quick to say, oh, she's a pick-me, or he's a misogynist. Right? I got to make sure I be careful with the words I say. But oh, he's toxic. Oh, right? They're willing to put all these labels, but Kevin Samuels was right. Ladies, y'all may not want to hear this, but Kevin Samuels was right. Sign language is real. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. Just because things don't go your way, you will find a way to justify your bad behavior. You will find a way, ladies, some of you all modern women, to justify why you didn't lay it up and let Pookie come up in, steed up in you that pookie juice, okay? Pookie juice, pookie juice, pookie juice. You say it 3 times and pookie will appear. Bruh. And y'all okay with that? Y'all okay with this, with a dude who's a felon? Now, he might be a good dude in his heart, but he is still a felon and he got a girlfriend. Let them work that thing out. Let them work out how he not gonna go back to jail. Let them figure that out for themselves. Women will clown a man for oh, he's sassy. Oh, he a lame. He this, that, and that. And why y'all thirst trapping a dude that's getting out of prison? You ought to be a damn shame to yourself. Any woman who support this, you part of the problem too. Bruh. So there is somebody for everybody. Precious is married and having twins. I think I'm gonna wait for my unicorn. Oh my God! King, you dropping some gems today. Still saying, says, remember the video about the beta male taking care of her child when she cheated? Alpha bucks, beta cucks. Oh man, you right about that one, bro. You have to find a partner that aligns with your values. Exactly what I've been talking about today, Adam. Remember, you cannot change a person. And that's the thing, too. Women think that they can change a man. That's something I tell all my female friends, like, oh, you trying to change the dude? You cannot change a man that don't want to be changed. You cannot, ladies, you cannot change a man who does not want to change on his own. And the more you try to force it, the more you're damaging your own relationship. That is facts right there. And y'all don't get it. They can also control a man with felonies on his record. All she has to do is call the blue beatdown brigade. Oh my God! I'm trying to say it. The blue beatdown brigade. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Bruh. Of course, unicorns don't exist, but beholding, there are real life wolves in snake skin clothing. There are a lot of those, yes. All right, let's get to the next clip. That's too funny. The blue beatdown brigade. All right. So the other video I had for this week, or in the last couple of weeks, that went viral for this channel. I consider viral anything, any views above the amount of subs I have is considered a viral video, okay? I'm gonna play this clip and you guys are gonna know exactly what video this was, okay? Do y'all remember that mugshot dude with blue eyes? He from my area. He had women flocking, but wised up, got with a billionaire daughter, and he is modeling now. But women went crazy over a jailbird. Yeah, man. They don't want no good dude, man. They don't want... When they make that requirement that you make 6 figures, you make more than them, that means they're not really checking for you. I did a video on this channel where the woman, this girl was a round-the-way girl. She was cute in the face, but man, she was built like a mini fridge. But that's not even the point. Bruh. Not even the point. She said that she be requiring men to send her a little something to talk to her. The dude had braids and he had like a jersey on and some jean shorts. And he said, you gonna make me pay? And what she said, she looked him up and down and was like, nah. Right? See, women, if a woman, listen, this is some knowledge for you gents, especially you younger men. If a woman is requiring if she's requiring stuff of you that don't make sense, that means she ain't really feeling you. It means she ain't really feeling you. You got to be willing to let them go. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all didn't jump the comments on me. Let's see what we got. Precious is married. Just watch out for the mother load of divorces, the child support, the alimony courts. Built like a mini fridge, but okay, keep cooking. Adam says everyone has two wolves in their heart, one good, one bad. The one that wins is the one that you the one that wins is the one that you feed. Bruh. I like that. Adam, you dropping some serious you dropping some serious nuggets on us today. Y'all might have seen this on one of these channels, Chisha Zed or somebody like that. Shout out to Chisha Zed. Check this out. No one wants to raise another man's child and be the cleanup guy. Pass. So we talked about my video that went viral with the talking about baby moms. Like, this wasn't just shitting on baby moms. This was just showing a bunch of different sides of why men don't want to deal with baby mamas. It is not to exclude all women. We acknowledge here on this channel that not all women who are single mothers are necessarily baby mamas. We talk about women who had no priority in having a man with having a child. That is a baby mama, right?
This comment right here. I really don't think that he's speaking for all men, because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child. And it's also very, like, I'm very...
Hold on, real quick, before she get into this, notice she used the word step up. Now, it is a man that takes on a woman with kids. I'm going to say you do have to step up. Anytime you have children in your presence, or you have children that are in your care as a man, it is your duty to be a leader in front of those kids. I am sorry, that is my firm belief. All right? But the fact that she doesn't understand why some men, especially single men, taking a hard pass on women that have kids, but also won't date a man with kids, is delusional.
It's also very, like, I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video. Like, it's just the wildest thing. You don't know my circumstances with my child, or his father. And yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there, but this was just really disappointing to see.
Stop the cap.
Listen, ma'am, I hope, I don't know this woman. I don't know if how she is or whatever like that. Hopefully she finds somebody, I don't want people to be alone, men or women, okay? Kevin Samuels' point, one of the points that I do agree with Kevin Samuels is this. Women have to be realistic. It's not to say that she won't find somebody, but she also has to have a realistic expectation of the men that are coming around. This same type of woman who don't understand that some men do not want to date single mothers. She is judging that man's comment. She didn't have to make a video about it, but she did. She made that video because she doesn't want to believe that she doesn't have the options that she believes she has. And asking a man to take on somebody else's kid in terms of being in their care, as I told you a man should do, that's not on every man that's not every man's responsibility. Right? That's not every man's responsibility to do. It's the responsibility of the man who does choose it. But a lot of single dudes, hell, in the Black community, over 50% of men, over the majority of Black men are single and childless. And that's a fact. And a lot of those men don't want to deal with being a baby daddy or being a stepdad. And that's okay. That's their choice. Where we at? It is trending the fact that women do the right things with the wrong guys. Oh, hell yeah, man. We see it all the time on this channel, don't we? They're still saying. Bruh. Adam says, because a candy has a pretty wrapper doesn't mean it will taste good. Ooh, man, like that Good and Plenty. Like them candies in your your grandma purse, the nasty ones. They like them bitter licorice. I mean, dark, nasty ass licorice. That's what they like. Such as staying the weekend over a guy's house, sleeping with him the whole time, even though she wanted no relationship, only the benefit of not being without a place to stay. Yeah, they had that. Oh, yeah, that one woman. Yeah, I remember that video. Yep. So to Red Riding baby mama, Red Riding. I just caught on. If she has a boy, we know she would tell him to pick better if he was thinking about marrying a woman in her position. Absolutely. And I showed that exact clip in my video from last week about the girl that acknowledged the fact that if she had a son, she would not let him date, or she would advise him not to date a woman with kids when he can get a woman that doesn't have kids and start his own family. And lady, I don't know who this lady is, but one lady, that's pretty much what that man's comment was about. It just came off as offensive to her. That's unfortunate because she, I get comments sometimes too that I don't like to hear, right? And I, I had one person say, "You're probably not going to respond to this comment, but I don't care. I'm going to say what I got to say." I'm like, I will respond. And here's my reply. I'm not going to back away from the discussion. Here's the last video of the night. We're going to get out of here. I'd like to not have a 3-hour live stream tonight if I can help it. Let's get to it.
I have noticed some men don't like to date women that have kids.
Is this is it normally men who already have children or men who don't have children?
Sometimes it's men that already have kids, and which is sad because it's like you already have kids, but you don't want to date someone that has kids.
Yeah, but listen, that may not make sense. That may not make sense. I would say a man that has kids most likely should keep a single mother as an option. It only makes sense. You guys get to relate to each other. However, they're going to go into why that man who has kids might have a problem with a woman who also has kids.
Do you think that the economic times that we're in has a lot to do with that? Because I can see that a man who possibly have children with someone else, and then they come into a relationship with a woman who has children, they may not want to carry that financial load of the responsibility of having to care for this child also.
Right. Economically, I don't know. That's a tough question, actually.
Right.
It's very tough because, like I said, everything plays a part in everything. Economically, yes, it is hard.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Because when you look at like back then,
Yeah.
it was much more prevalent for a man to be open to taking a woman with children. It was easier to do that, especially when you consider being able to afford a bigger family back then.
So yes, like I got to give that young lady some respect because he presented another side to her, and you could see the wheels turning in her head. She was like, "Yeah, I can see that being a problem." It's easier for that man to say, "Hey, I'm gonna take on this woman. I'm gonna take care of this woman with no kids," than it is to take care of his own kids and take care of her with her kids, especially in the economy that we have today. Women need to be cognizant of that, right? Okay, you guys put some comments. Let's see where we're at. Everyone deserves a second chance to live life, including you, Sean C. TSG. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Look, I've showed y'all my story of how I was, played off by a young lady I was talking to because I had kids and she didn't. I understood. I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now. But the fact that she wound up becoming a baby mama, a single baby mama, before getting married to the dude, that was on her. Side note to single mothers, that state that proposed the law making a man that isn't even your boyfriend liable to pay child support because he was a role model pretty much ended the stepdad dreams. That's a great point, King. And if you guys aren't aware, go check out my last live stream and I talk about it. There was a law There's certain states like Texas that if you're cohabitating with a woman who has kids and they're not your kids, some of these states will make that man pay. So some of these single dudes are like, hell no, I'm not trying to get caught up in that. Like, why should I be on the hook for taking care of kids and the dude that the baby daddy ain't here? Bruh. Come on now.
Stop the cap.
So, make no sense, right? Makes no sense. Let me see if Numlock helped this.
Stop the cap.
Uh-oh, that didn't work. All right, cool, whatever. Let's see, what's the next comment? Thank you for that, King. Yes, single moms have to overperform with little to no attitude because any man at that point is only helping her. It takes decades for most women to realize that. Alexander, that is a great point, and I wish I had made it in my video, and I did not make this point in my video, but I'm going to talk about it real quick now, okay? He is absolutely correct. You cannot be one of these single moms out here, right? You want it like this one woman got so offended in my comments about single mothers and like, y'all still queens. And this, I'm like, ma'am.
Stop the cap.
I don't know why that jumps back to that when I do that. Okay? Listen, a single mother is going to have to overperform. If you are a mother and you are walking around here all masculine and you have no nurturing skills and no motherly instincts, why should a man deal with you? If he can't even get femininity from you as a mother, what the hell are those kids getting? And I get it. Single mothers got to be tough. I get it. But if you decide that you want to, I'm going to find my man. I'm going to find him. I'm going to find him. Bruh. Then you can't be a old bitter hag. You do have to kind of overperform. You've got to be better than these other modern women out here that ain't got no kids. You got to be better than her in terms of your behavior and your attitude for a man to even consider you. That don't even make no sense. Some of these single mothers out here acting all entitled, but want a man to pay for everything and pay for them kids and take care of them kids. Come on now, make it make sense. Damn! Where we at? See the hypocrisy? A woman will bring hers, but she won't allow his. All about resource management. She doesn't care if he has enough for both sets. She wants all of it on hers. And still saying, I'm glad you brought that up too as well. Okay, Adam, I'm gonna get to your comment here in a second. But that goes exactly to that one point, right? Where I did a video clip. I showed a clip on this channel where the woman was trying to like the dude had a daughter and he had a son with the woman that he was with. And then he told that woman she was trying to figure out ways that he can get rid of the kid, adopt her or whatever, because she wanted the resources for her and his kid, but not for his daughter with his ex or his deceased woman. That had to be one of the most selfish videos, right, where the woman called in and said that or wrote in that I've ever heard in my life. Mothers who are widowed may make a good wife. If she divorced her man, what makes you think it will not happen to you? So that's a good point, Adam. And that is why I say we have to vet these women, because not every woman that divorced her husband is necessarily going to divorce the new dude, okay? And the reason why I say that is this. You have to figure out why. You have to dig in and figure out why is it that you got rid of this man? And you have to read between the lines. Because if this woman is saying, oh, it's all his fault, he didn't do this, and he didn't make me feel happy. If that comes out of her mouth, boom. Don't even get with that woman. Let that woman go. I'm not saying that there aren't some instances like that won't fall into place, but you have to vet this woman and see the exact reason. Does her behavior and attitude, matter of fact, let me scratch that. Is this divorced woman taking accountability of what happened in a relationship? This woman isn't willing to take any type of accountability for what happened. That's a no-go. I'm not saying that there's not cases where women, it's not the woman's fault, like the dude was beating on her and stuff like that, but she has to take accountability for picking that kind of man. There should be some level of accountability. Without the accountability, this woman is a red flag. I read that. Wow, in Texas, that's wild. Oh, Texas got some crazy ass laws, man. You know, that's why we don't talk about politics on this channel, because it's happening in red and blue states, bro. You got to understand, it's all of us versus the small few of them. They don't care about us. 25, 35, 45. Sold to the man with the braids in his head, all because of a woman delusional off her head meds. Facts. Women only want the thugs, the players, but the good men are the haters. Yep. Very well said, everybody. Men always have the opportunity if they open themselves to a world of opportunities. Yep. Men always have options if they open themselves to a world of opportunities. Preston Gore, you know it. It's called Strong and Independent Hypocrites Still Saint. Yep. They'll never make sense. Their brains are too dense. Yep. So let them struggle with the degrees into lonely land city. All right, Preston got the rhymes. All right, gents. Is that the last video clip? That is the last video clip. Make sure you guys go and answer the question of the day in the comments after this video. We didn't have too many sponsors tonight. I wish we had more, but I still want to thank R. Barton for the $50 super chat that he gave the other day. So I want to make sure that I called him out, because without people like R. Barton and the people that have donated over the past couple weeks, we would not be where we're at today. Thank you so much. Adam Kidd, you're right. Absolutely. So, gents, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you to all of you guys for being here. I'm not going to run through all the names tonight, but just so you know, gents, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming here this week. And Sean C, keep cooking, man. Look, I hope you guys appreciate the videos, man, that I've been putting out. That the very last video I put out, I'm sorry that the sound was messed up on that video. Jesus, that Passport Bro video, I am so sorry. It was late. I had been working on that video for hours. I'm talking about like probably about a good 10, 12 hours I had been working on that video. Seriously. And the script alone, just the script out so that all those pieces fell into place the way they are, that took me a full work day. That was like 6 to 8 hours I took on that script. And then I went to bed. And then I got up, I had to do thumbnail, I had to do title, I had to find the clips, then I had to do the editing. That ran into the next day. I am taking longer to make these videos so I can make higher quality videos in less quantity. I'm not worried about the quantity. I can't do like Chisha Zed and them. I can't do like the O'Shea Duke Jacksons where I got 4 or 5 videos coming out one day. I cannot do that. It's not worth it. The views aren't there, but I would rather take my time and put in more time and put in higher quality videos that you guys like than to just rush some stuff out. Okay, I'd rather put in. So even after I get done with this, I got to go find some food. Then after I go find the food and eat, I got to get back to work because I have to start working on Thursday or Friday's videos. I don't even know if I could make a video to start tonight and get done in enough time to put out that video tomorrow. I don't even know. So whatever I work on tonight will most likely be Thursday evening or Friday evening video. That's how long it's taken me to put out these videos. So I hope that you guys really like what I'm doing with these videos. I try to make them entertaining. I try to make them fun. And bro, we just, in the last 28 days, I think we've gotten 2,700 new subscribers to the channel. So if you are a new subscriber to the channel, I want to thank you for being a part of this. Welcome to Becoming a Gent. We do these live streams every Wednesday, somewhere between 3:30 and 4:30 on every Wednesday. If I don't, make sure you guys check out the community chat. That's where I'll tell you if I'm not doing a live stream, or I'll put out some other information. Sometimes I can't even, do that. But let's get to the last of these comments. Gentlemen, respectfully, damn, Sean C, grinding. I told y'all in 2024 I was going to put out a better product. I just had to figure out how to do it. And I think I got it. Y'all like them videos, obviously. Y'all like the videos, man. I'm going to take 2-3 days to put out a video. That's what's going to happen. Nothing to apologize for on that passport video, TSG, just that Uncle Ruckus looking broad with the slanted eyebrow.
Bruh.
Where's my damn one? Yep. That's a good one. That is a damn good one. Yeah, man. I went back through, though, later on that evening. In that section, I hated to cut out that section. It would have been a 22-minute long video, but I cut out that section because the music was just too loud. But it did capture what I was trying to show. That little section in between I cut out with the loud music. I wanted to make sure I showed the men going overseas and finding wives. Okay, so I just, that section still translated. But I was actually able to cut not all of it, but most of that section out. So now everybody who watches it now won't hear that loud ass music. But it was late. I had been up. It was like 7. No, it was like 7 in the morning, man. And I didn't do my checks on the music. So most of the music was at the right volume, but not that one. So I apologize. I think have desperate men chase the wrong women. That's why we talked in the very beginning of this live stream about men doing what they need to do to be better so that they don't chase the wrong women. And that's what my videos are about. Really just about putting it out there, what's out there, so that men don't make those decisions. Adam says, take care, everyone. Thank you, Adam, for being here. Bruh. Thank you, someone who actually finally get it. Yep. Remember to like and subscribe before leaving. Thank you, Adam, for that. Yes, please like and subscribe if you're not subscribing to the channel. We'll be back next week. He hates women because he tells the truth on accountability. Pookie Jews on the loose. All right, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. Thank y'all for being here this evening. And until next time, live your best life.